Hey, what's going on everybody? I'm Primal Liquid coming at you with another Borderlands 3 Legendary Weapon Guide. And the weapon we are taking a look at today is nostalgia in a nutshell. Because it is the Superball, a legendary Malawan pistol with the red flavor text of flower power. And just as a point of reference, that is actually related to the flowers from Super Mario. And you're going to see exactly why momentarily. Now, in terms of the actual weapon's usefulness, unfortunately, it really isn't that useful. In fact, it's incredibly terrible. The damage is very subpar, the fire rate is meh, it has a small magazine size, and is just generally a very bad weapon because of the way the bullets act. And speaking of bullets, let's take a look. Now, as I mentioned, the flower power is in relation to Super Mario, because obviously when you got the flower in Super Mario, Mario could basically shoot bouncing fireballs. Well, take a look at this. And of course, if you listen carefully to the actual audio of the flower and the guns, it's the same audio from Super Mario. Now, I know this gun is only level 35 and these enemies are level 50, but as you can see, the damage is not really there. Now, obviously, it is a bit of an unfair test, you know, especially the fact that the enemies are 15 levels higher than the gun itself. However, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I used this at level 35 when I first got it, and even back then, unfortunately, it just wasn't all that. It's semi-okay when you're leveling, you know, as long as all the enemies are weak to fire, because unfortunately you can only get this as a fire weapon, you cannot get any other element. As long as you're, you know, fighting skags, ratchies, or humans without a shield, it's okay while leveling. But as soon as shields and armor starts coming into play, this weapon very quickly loses its effectiveness. All in all, you're definitely not going to be using this at level 50 because it is incredibly bad. But if you want it for completionist's sake, or you want it because it's related to Super Mario, well, let's take a look at how to get it, shall we? So, how do you get it? Well, the easiest way is, because it's a world drop, we can basically just abuse the Tink method. Now, Tinks were hotfixed, however, there is actually a way to basically get rid of that hotfix. You see, on Borderlands 3, the hotfix is actually applied when you're on this main menu here, which means as long as you aren't connected to the internet when you load up the game, the hotfix will actually not apply. So for example, right now I'm going to close application, so completely closing Borderlands 3. What this does is it removes the hotfix, because the hotfix isn't actually downloaded and saved on your system. Basically, we can trick the game into not downloading it at all. All you need to do is go into network and disable your internet connection. Now, whenever you load up Borderlands 3 and you get to that main menu, because you aren't actually connected to the internet, it's not going to download the hotfix, so we can infinitely farm the Tink method. Now, the reason that we're going to use Tinks is because with this method, as long as you don't have the hotfix on, basically the Tink will spawn 100% of the time in Jacob's estate. And using Tinks, you can get anywhere from like 3 to 4 legendaries per bag opening. But not only that, the Tink does also drop a lot of legendaries while he's just running around the map as well, which makes this much easier to get. Okay, so now that we're back at the main menu, of course, because I disabled the internet connection, we haven't actually got the hotfix downloaded. So all I'm going to do right here is continue game. I've already got the checkpoint in Jacob's estate. Once I load in, I will show you on the map exactly where you need to go though for this looting. So now that we're finally loaded into the map, this is Jacob's estate. This right here is the fast travel station where you'll spawn into the map. Simply run around all the way through the map until you get to here, which has a new use station, which is right there. From this new use station, all you need to do is head over the bridge into this little swampy area, and coming out of that little door on the side there is going to be the loot Tink. Simply throw a couple of grenades or give him a couple of shots, whichever you want to do, and he will die very easily. Now, the buffs on Mayhem mode for me weren't that good, so I killed him incredibly quickly. Ideally, you know, if you keep a couple of shots going on him, he will run around for a bit, dropping even more loot. So, let's take a look. I got a non-stop shield, a tri-bolt, and a stopgap. So, nothing good this time. Unfortunately, the one downside to this method is because the world drop pool is so vast in Borderlands 3, it might take you a little bit of time to get the legendary that you want. However, this is definitely the fastest method of farming legendaries in Borderlands 3. So give it a try. I hope you get what you want. It's simply that easy, guys, that easy. All you want to do now to repeat the method is save and quit. And then as soon as you load back in, you're just going to be straight back over at the new use station, so you can come straight back here and get another loot tank. But that's where I'm going to end this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Of course, if you're new around here, then also make sure you definitely subscribe for even more Borderlands 3 content. As always though, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.